Hey guys! Welcome back to my channel, calling all Dolce and Gabbana fanatics out there. This video is about the 2021 new perfume releases for women by D&G. But before we get right to the fragrances, if it's your first time here, hello and welcome. My name is Jane, and if you love fragrances, please do consider clicking on the subscribe button below if you haven't already to see more fragrance-related videos in the future. I posted a video on the 2 new releases of Byredo. Please do check that out, especially if you are a niche lover or simply curious about Byredo. There will be more of these tandem reviews in the future because you guys, these fragrance houses, are launching fragrances like crazy this year. I simply cannot keep up. I took my time to get to know these 2 perfumes so that I can give you a more solid opinion. Both of these are female-targeted fragrances. The Byredo ones turned out to be a bit too masculine for my taste. Anyhow, let's get started with the first one to be released this year. From the Dolce line, DolceROSE. This fruity floral fragrance came out in February 2021. You may confuse this for the earlier 2016 release called Rosa Excelsa. So I have it here for comparison. I believe this has been discontinued, but you can still get this at online discounters. They look similar, but smell so different. DolceROSE has top notes of red currant, green apple, and mandarin orange. Middle notes are rose, May rose, white peach, and magnolia. Base notes are musk, white wood, and sandalwood. Let me tell you that the opening is divine. The mix of red currant, the apple, mandarin orange, and whatever else they put in there is just divine. The fruits start to mellow a little bit as the florals come in, but never really go away. The fruity character is present throughout the life of this fragrance, and despite being called rose, I don't find the rose to be taking over this composition. This isn't a very rose-centric scent to me. This is more about the red currant and the other fruits that linger. So if you are not a rose fan, you might still really like this. Calling this rose is a total misnomer to me. Another thing to point out is that I find it hard to believe that there's no vanilla in the notes, or at least benzoin. Maybe the sweetness of the fruits and the florals plus the sandalwood gives off a vanilla-y vibe. There's that creaminess too in the dry down, probably from the sandalwood, but nothing too much to take away the freshness, just enough to round out this fragrance. Comparing this scent to Rosa Excelsa, when you look at the notes, you'd think they smell very similar. Well, they don't. They are both fresh, but Rosa Excelsa is straight up a rose perfume from start to end. A transparent, fresh type rose, more in the rose water category, and muskier in the dry down. Also more generic smelling. I honestly never wear that on its own. I use that to layer with other perfumes. But while I find DolceROSE to be interesting, it's not unique at all. From my collection, I have 2 perfumes that smell quite like this. Very Good Girl by Carolina Herrera came out at about the same time as DolceROSE. This also has red berries in the opening and more of a prominent rose-vanilla combination scent, as this dry down smelling like a fruity Dalina. The other one is Angel Nova, which came out in 2020. This is very much a red berries fragrance with some rose that's not too present and a prominent woody, almost woody base. These 3 do not smell identical, not dupes of each other if that's what you have in mind, but they are in the same general realm of fresh berries, red berries, fruity rose, vanilla sweet scent profile. It was also interesting to find out that the notes behind Angel Nova are the very same ones who created Very Good Girl by Carolina Herrera. I couldn't find a perfumer for DolceROSE. For all we know, they are the same people creating scents for different fragrance houses at approximately the same time. These 3 have tiny nuances that make one unique from the other, but for this scent category, maybe just pick one. You don't need all 3. So that's that. When oversprayed, this lasted about 4 to 5 hours on me, projecting quite well those times. Then it starts to mellow into a very noticeable skin scent. This can be smelled through a surgical mask or a KN95 mask. How I know is that I wore this to work and I received compliments from the duty nurses, who are, by the way, both male. Here I was thinking that no one can smell me through these masks everyone is wearing, so I was so surprised when one of them asked, "Do you know what smells so good?" To which the other one answered, "So you smell that too." So despite looking tired in my unglamorous scrubs, I know I smell great. If you love fresh, fruity, floral, rose vanilla perfume that carry a little Delina vibe, if you live in a warm tropical climate like I do and you don't own either Very Good Girl from Carolina Herrera or Angel Nova by Mugler, you might want to check this out. Out of all the fragrances in the Dolce line, this one may be my favorite. This is available at D&G counters locally. The 30 ml bottle retails for 4,000 pesos. If you have been following me for a while, you'd know that I really like Light Blue by Dolce & Gabbana. It's nostalgic and comforting to me because it's my mom's signature. I never really owned a bottle, but I do own one flanker called Light Blue Sun. So when this flanker came out in the same velvety blue box, I got me a small 25 ml bottle. Right off the bat, this smells really close to the original, but a touch more lemony, a touch more creamy, and floral and feminine. If you love the original or the Eau Intense version, you will most likely love this. Longevity is better than the original Eau de Toilette, but not quite as long as the Eau Intense version. This is a fresh fragrance meant for high heat, so I don't really mind respraying after 4 hours. Sillage is strongest in the first hour or 2. This is a very common scent around here. I can count at least 5 people I know who wear this as a signature. So if you're looking for a unique flanker, maybe get another one, not this one, because this in the air smells identical to the original. The white floral nuances are best detected when you smell this up close. I'm keeping this bottle because I truly enjoyed wearing this scent. Look at the dent I've already put in here. So this is such an easy grab and go, especially when it's a warm, sunny day ahead. For the high heat and for us here in the tropics, I guess, this will always be a staple. This 25 ml bottle retails for 3,400 pesos and is available in all major department stores locally. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be coming out with Narciso Rodriguez new releases. Calling all Narciso fans out there, stay tuned for that. Then let me know down in the comments below what you think of these 2 new releases from Dolce & Gabbana, especially if you're a fan of the Dolce range or the light blue range or both. So if you like this video, don't forget to give this a huge thumbs up, subscribe, and click the bell to be notified of future uploads. Thank you so much for joining me today and see you in my next one. Bye!